Electric scooter accidents surge in Finland. Police ramp up surveillance. Construction of eastern border fence in Finland begins with new design enhancements. Controversial electricity contracts in Finland leave consumers frustrated. Private doctor subsidies increased in Finland, but results fall short. This summer, 3 people have died while using electric scooters, and minor accidents continue to occur frequently. Last week, the police intensified surveillance and issued over 700 fines for violations in just 4 days. According to Heikki Kallio, police inspector at the police board, the use of electric scooters is not a problem if people follow traffic laws. Helsinki police have provided videos showing dangerous situations caused by electric scooter users. The most common violation is riding on sidewalks, followed by carrying passengers and running red lights. These issues mainly affect teenagers and young adults. All fatal accidents involving electric scooters this summer involved young people, including 2 underage deaths. Additionally, Minister of Transport and Communications Lulu Ranne announced that a 0.5 promille blood alcohol limit for electric scooter riders will be implemented in summer 2025. A survey shows that 87% of Finns support this regulation. The construction of the eastern border fence is ongoing in the Nordea and Jyväskylä areas of Lappeenranta, covering 17 kilometers. The new fence will be 3.5 meters high, half a meter taller than initially planned, and with thicker mesh. Built closer to the national border rather than at the border zone's edge, the fence aims to clearly mark the boundary and better prevent illegal immigration. According to project leader Erkki Matilainen, this change improves border control efficiency from the boundary line. Pilot fences were built in Imatra and Sulla last year, and lessons learned from these pilots have been used to enhance fence construction and installation. The project plans to build 200 kilometers of a solid border fence by the end of 2026, starting with 70 kilometers at international border areas. Tree removal work will continue late into the autumn to meet schedule and budget targets. A new type of electricity contract, known as consumption impact contracts, is stirring debate in Finland. Olli Kauppi, chief economist at the Finnish Competition and Consumer Authority, KKV, noted that this contract only benefits certain households, despite widespread marketing. The contract includes a fixed monthly fee plus costs based on electricity consumption and the price at the time of use. However, many users have been disappointed because they cannot optimize their electricity usage times to save costs. Kauppi also warned that this contract is suitable only for those who can adjust their consumption during low-cost periods. The Finnish government has increased the Kela subsidy for private doctor visits from €8 to €30 to encourage greater use of private healthcare services and ease the burden on public healthcare. However, recent data shows that private doctor visits only increased by 0.7%, while subsidy costs have risen more than 2.6 times compared to the previous year. Professor Mika Kortelainen described the results as disappointing, as the increased subsidies have not met their desired goals, resulting in significant state expenditure with minimal effect. According to experts, Finland is losing its appeal as a destination for immigrant workers compared to its competitors. Although the number of immigrant workers in Finland has increased in recent years, it remains far below actual needs. The primary reasons include Finland's aging population and workforce shortages in key sectors such as healthcare and education. While some industries still attract foreign workers, stringent requirements for qualifications and language skills pose challenges for many to adapt and find suitable employment. This makes Finland less competitive compared to other countries in attracting and retaining talent. The Finnish government needs a clear and decisive strategy to address the situation if it does not want to fall behind in the global race for international talent. Police suspect that someone became a victim of a homicide in Nordea, Joensuu, in the early hours of Sunday. The police received a report of an assault at a private apartment, where a 29-year-old man was found unconscious and pronounced dead despite resuscitation attempts. The suspect, a 27-year-old man, was arrested at the scene. The North Karelia District Court detained the suspect on Monday on probable cause for manslaughter. The investigation is ongoing, and police have not released further information. This afternoon, Nordea's online services experienced a disruption, preventing customers from accessing the bank's app and website. According to Nordea, the issue was temporary, and they worked quickly to minimize inconvenience to users. About an hour later, Nordea had resolved the problem, and customers could access services as usual. The bank announced that the disruption had been fully resolved and that online services were back to stable operation. A Finnair flight from Geneva encountered an emergency situation when a note threatening to bomb the plane was discovered during the journey. Upon receiving the threat, police were summoned to Helsinki-Vantaa Airport at around 2:50 p.m. on Monday. About 90 passengers were on board at the time. Jere Pakkanen, chief of police in the East Uusimaa region, stated that the note was written in English, but specific details were not disclosed. Finnair emphasized that they take all threats seriously, with passenger safety as their top priority. Heavy rainfall over the weekend caused landslides and flooding in several areas of Jyväskylä, severely impacting local infrastructure and activities. At the new Paviljonki Theater, a burst drainage pipe caused water to flood the auditorium, stage, and other areas. Exhibition centers and large stores like Prisma also experienced water intrusion, leading to property damage. Repairs from the heavy rain will take several days. Fortunately, ongoing events were not disrupted, and the damage was promptly managed. Joustopesu, loosely translated as washing away flexibility, is becoming a hot issue in many workplaces. Companies promise flexibility in work arrangements, but in reality, they often require employees to be physically present in the office several days a week. This has left many feeling deceived, especially younger employees and those with young children who highly value flexible working conditions. Despite the rise of remote work since the pandemic, many businesses have yet to fully deliver on their commitments to flexible work models. Enhancements, Finland's third-largest lake, faces pressure from both tourism development and environmental concerns. While tourism brings significant economic opportunities, challenges in environmental protection are also growing. Enhancements Luonnonystövät, a nature conservation organization, is worried about the lake's eutrophication and attributes it to the Millanava wastewater treatment plant. However, Paulus Lipister, director of Enhancements Lapin Vesi, denies this and emphasizes that the primary issues stem from inadequate wastewater treatment in scattered residential areas. Meanwhile, tourism in Enhancements is expanding, with a focus on regenerative travel encouraging visitors to contribute to environmental protection. Balancing tourism benefits with environmental conservation remains a challenging task that requires consensus from the local community and authorities.